embraced our relationship and our parenting, to embrace it, the pain, with an open mind, an open heart, an open soul, to accept the suffering mindfully, to take the horrendous pain of each and every breath and to feel it, and to simply know that there did exist a dawn. I had no idea what a new day, a new life could possibly bring for me and my kids. A new dawn always exists. We all know that. Simply by the laws of nature, ebb and flow, winter and spring, day and night. I believe, though, that it takes an active choice to awake to the dawn. It is possible to sleep through the dawn, through the day, and right into the next night. Emily Dickinson had written, "Not knowing when the dawn will come, I open every door. In my grieving, I trusted that there existed a dawn." My nose is red. I trusted that there existed a dawn, but I did not know when or how it would come. I knew simply to open myself and to say yes. Yes to the grief, yes to the pain, to my loss, and yes to whatever may come. In the journal entry that I just shared with you, I had made a promise to Pat. My promise to him is to accept and even appreciate both the ebb and flow, the tears and the laughter, the ups and downs, winters and springs, and to not ever give up. I did not get my wish for Pat to be by my side when our dreams were shattered. But I can keep my promise to him to not give up. Harold and I had met for lunch just this past Wednesday to discuss our talk today. He had asked me if I had felt despair during my profound grief. My answer was yes. I had a feeling of despair, of absolutely no hope. I went through a severe stage of questioning everything deeply, especially the reason to live, the ultimate why. Harold had asked me what I had discovered as the reason to live. The most obvious, immediate answer to choose to live, of course, is for my 4 children. But I admit, in my darkest hours, I even questioned why they should live, why any of us should live. Patrick and I had struggled to depict for our children the merits of living morally, of working hard for what we believed, of deliberating and making the right choices, and modeling that for our children to see. Pat was at the end of an intensely accelerated program at IUSV to become a nurse. He and I had sold our house and had moved in with my parents so I could continue to homeschool our children and he could get his degree. We had been living there for 3 years at least. We were looking so forward to his graduating so that we could be our own family again and to attain our many dreams. He died only a couple weeks before he was to graduate. He rode his bike to school every day to live simply and frugally, to do his part for the environment, and to live the healthy lifestyle that he has so ardently believed in. He rode his bike with helmet, reflecting vest, headlight, blinking strobe lights. He looked like a party on a bicycle. He was very, very visible. He did everything right. Yet, he was killed. All of it was simply and deeply fair. I struggled with why any of us should have reason to live in such an unfair life. Now, I was given many of the traditional and expected answers to my questions of why by very well-meaning people. Pat was put here for a reason that was fulfilled. God needed him. Unfairness doesn't matter in this life because all will be settled in the afterlife. You will be reunited with Pat if you continue living the good life, etc., etc. I knew Pat's dreams intimately. His life was not finished. He was on the edge of fulfilling his career, his personal dreams. He loved me. He loved each of his children dearly. We needed him, not God. So when Harold asked me what pulled me out of despair, I had to sit back and really think, honestly think. And it was not, and I feel safe to say this among this audience, it was not a belief in a just and loving personal God. What I believe offered me the beginnings of hope was the knowledge of the cycles of nature, the seasons, the ebb and flow, the rose and thorn, the storm and the rain, the dawn after a dark night. I could simply trust and know there was a dawn. I was able to honestly, sincerely, without a doubt, pass on to my children the hopes of a new dawn. Dawns exist. In the midst of my dark night, I had also to grapple with my feelings in response to Shane McGee. He was the 21-year-old who had killed my husband. Everywhere around me since Pat died, everywhere, to me and my children, we are greeted with the most incredible acts of compassion. My children were learning from even complete strangers the power of compassion. Compassion came to us across all religions, all races, all ages. Compassion was the binding force supporting us. And so it was easy for me to look to Shane McGee with compassion, to consciously choose to reach out to him. In this world that I was so intimately discovering to be unfair, I did not see how my wanting retribution could possibly make up for what I had lost, to somehow make it more fair. I had wanted to know more about this kid whose life had also been irreversibly affected by the exact same event that was changing my life.